Hi, Spicewood kiddos. It is Miss Rayborn here, and we're going to get ready to make a self-portrait inspired by Color and Emotion and the great book that we just read called I Feel Teal. So the first thing I did was gather up my supplies. So there's a piece of the big paper that came in your supply kit. I got myself a pencil. I got myself some crayons. This is going to be kind of optional, but I would have them close to you just in case. I got myself water. I got my paint kit out. I also had an extra paintbrush from another kit that's a little bit bigger, and I had it here, so I got that out. And then I also got myself a little napkin. At our house, we try not to use too many paper towels if we can, so I just got one of our kitchen towels for wiping my hands or a spill if I need to, and just having it close to me in my lap. So the first thing you're going to do, and it's up to you which direction you want to turn your paper. Your paper can go tall and skinny like this, which is called portrait, or you could turn your paper from side to side really nice and wide like this. It's up to you. But I would recommend that you start with a pencil drawing of yourself. Okay, now Miss Rayborn, so that we could go quickly and I didn't have to take all of your art making time, I did some drawing before I started. So I used a pencil and I included all of the things that I have on my face. For example, you need 2 eyes, you need a nose, you need a mouth, you need ears, you need eyebrows. Mine are kind of hidden back here. One of the things that really makes Miss Rayborn look like Miss Rayborn is my glasses. I made sure I included my glasses, and someone told me when we were passing out art supplies that they knew exactly who I was without even having to see, even with my mask on, because of my big crazy earrings. We know Miss Rayborn loves some funny earrings. So I made sure to include those as part of who I am, because that's kind of part of who I am. Now I filled the page really nice and big. I've got my hair back there, my neck, and I decided to draw myself like I had a t-shirt, but I made it really nice and large. Okay, now you could go on to painting at this step if you want to. Miss Rayborn is going to add in one more step, because I know that watercolors and crayons work together so well. I am going to do a little bit with crayon first. Okay, so I want to do a little bit of outlining of the parts of my face, because I don't want the colors on my face to run together. So I'm just going to do a little tracing. This is the edge of my face here, and my chin. There was my neck right there. The other thing I'm going to give some outlines to are my eyes, and I think I might even kind of color in the dark part of my eye, the pupil, because it's really small. I might even give myself just a few little eyelashes off there to the side. I'm going to give the lines for my nose. I don't think I want to outline my mouth in black, and I've been thinking about what color to portray myself in, and I decided to go with sort of a turquoisey teal, because I don't know about you guys, but online learning can be a little bit stressful and managing things, and to me turquoisey teal blue feels very calm, and I want to be calm. That's what I'm working on. So I'm going to work on making myself, I'm going to be teal or turquoise-ish, actually, just kind of like in the book. Now I'm going through and I'm doing some outlining over the different parts of things that I know that I want to be different colors. Like I know I want these earrings to be really colorful, and I don't want them to accidentally get mixed in. So I outlined them. I ended up using a purple. Could be any color that you'd like it to be. And then I'm going to go back and finish a few outlines. Here's some outlines on my ears, my neck. Maybe I might do the outline on my t-shirt. Just a few details here. I think I'm going to make my glasses like a really fun color, because I can if I want to. And I think I'm going to make them maybe greenish. When I think of green, I think of nature. And that is one of the places where Miss Rayborn is happiest, when I am outside in nature. So I think I'm going to go with green glasses. We're being creative with our colors today and expressing our emotions and how we're feeling. This could be an emotion of how you're feeling today. It could also be the emotion of how you wish you were feeling today. If you're feeling a little bit frazzled, you could paint yourself that way, or you could paint yourself the way that you want to be feeling. I think I'm going to use this purple crayon for the outlines for my hair. Since I'm going to be blue, I think I can have purple hair. I'm going for it. Miss Rayborn has kind of wavy hair naturally, and it's been like that especially lately when I've been at home. So I did a little bit of outlining before I started. And then I would, of course, pick up my crayons and put them away, make sure I'm taking care of my supplies, but then I'd be ready to start thinking about painting. Now, when you paint, you would get out your paint supply kit that was in your art kit. I just took this little piece of paper out of there. We don't need that anymore. And you can use the brush that is here. And remember, if you had an extra brush, you're welcome to use that as well. I think I'll probably use both of these today. For example, this is the kind of paint where you have to get your paintbrush wet first. I am going to keep, Miss Rayborn has kind of bluish eyes. And I got my paintbrush wet. I tickled the top of my paint. And then I'm starting to paint in that spot. And I'm going to keep my bluish eyes because that's actually one of my favorite things about me, the color of my eyes. So I'm going to keep them blue, even though my face is going to be blue too and sort of turquoisey here in a minute. So that was kind of a small thing, so I used this small brush. Since I'm going to be painting some larger things, and again, I wetted my brush, tickled the top of my paints, and then I'm ready to paint onto my paper. I'm going to use some kind of interesting creative colors as I'm painting. So one of the things that can be tricky about painting with watercolors is making sure that your paints don't touch each other while they're wet, because it will cause them to mix together, which you might not want to happen. So Miss Rayborn painted my glasses, and then I'm going to rinse out my paintbrush, and then I'm going to go to something else far away. Okay, so for example, I might go over here to these earrings. I think I decided I was going to go with purple for my earrings. And so maybe I'll paint those in because they're nowhere close to those wet glasses over there. And then maybe I'll get a darker blue and paint in my lips. As I told you, I was going to be calm. I might even mix in. I got my paintbrush wet because I didn't want to accidentally mix together on my paint palette. I'm doing some color mixing, but I'm doing it right here on the paper because I wanted that blue to be a little bit darker. Okay, so I'm kind of working my way around the paper. Maybe, I think, you know what? I might have pink hair. I thought I was going to have purpley hair, but I think I'm changing my mind. And this is a big spot, so I'm going to get a lot of pink on my brush to spread it around. It's kind of a light pink color. Might be hard for you to see with the light in here as I'm going around, so I'm going to paint in here. The important thing is that I'm not touching wet colors to each other, because that will cause them to mix when I don't want them to. So I have to be kind of careful as I'm getting to this side over here and working my way around that I don't actually touch that and mix them together. This is a light pink color, so it probably wouldn't mix too much anyway because it's a light color. Hopefully you guys can see it, but I'm going to be extra careful just in case. So I get a little water on my brush, I tickle the top of my paints, and I work my way down. Now, hopefully by the time I paint in my hair, I'm being careful not to accidentally mix with my purple here. Hopefully by the time I paint in my hair, my glasses will be pretty dry, so I can go ahead and paint my face. Okay, so I'm working my way around, I'm checking this, it's definitely more dry, so I'm going to have to be careful. Remember I said I was going to go for a turquoisey blue, because I want it to be calm, and that's kind of what that reminds me of. So I'm going to be blue, Mrs. Rayborn. Calm, serene. Sometimes when I think of blue like this, it makes me think of the ocean. When Miss Rayborn was a little girl, I lived near the ocean, and it's always really calming to me. So that's the color and emotion that I want to feel today. So I'm going around carefully. I'm trying hard not to mix those colors together as I paint myself blue. Now you're going to keep going, of course, and paint in your face, your neck, your clothes, your background. But I don't really want to keep you from working on your own project any longer. I want you to be able to get started. Don't forget about things like the background. Back here, you can paint back there if you'd like to. You could paint in a pattern in the background if you want to, of shapes and lines. You could paint it one solid color if you wanted to. Miss Rayborn wants my face to look a little more realistic, so I'm putting some darker blue on the edge of my chin and on the side over here. And my ears and the sides of my face are going to be a little bit darker. The other place that's going to be a little bit darker is down here under my chin. This is darker because there's a shadow cast on it from where my chin is, so I'm using the little bit darker blue for that. So I still have a t-shirt to paint in. I have a background to work on. I may even discover later that I want to go in and add some more. Maybe I'll add some purpley strands of hair to my pink hair now that I've had a chance to let it dry a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting. I feel very calm when I look at this, and I love that I'm getting a chance to paint myself, but with a very calm feeling. Okay? So today you are not going to be turning anything in to Miss Rayborn. Next week I'm going to give you directions for how to turn in artwork. For this week we're just going to enjoy making together. So I hope you enjoy making your color and emotion self-portrait. So it's a drawing, a painting, a picture of yourself. And remember, this could be the way that you're feeling right now, or it could be how you want to be feeling. Right? Okay? So I hope you have a wonderful time drawing and painting. And if you want to share with Miss Rayborn, you could have a mom or a dad email it to me. But remember, that's not required this week. We're still just kind of sorting those things out. I know that you guys will make beautiful things, and I'm excited to be able to see them next week. For now, I want you to really just enjoy making. Okay, so I hope you have a good rest of your week and you enjoy some drawing and painting time with your beautiful new paints. For now, see you later.